Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Today we are going to review and test out Tapo's Hybrid Cam Duo or the Tapo C246D. This is Tapo's first dual lens camera. And I have high hopes on this because it has a smaller footprint for a 2-lens tracking camera and also has a pretty good price point. I also purchased this camera from Amazon, so this is not a sponsored video. I found a couple of things about this camera though that you need to be aware of, especially on how and where you install this. So you need to keep on watching. One is fixable with a firmware update, but the other one is a design limitation. This plug-in Wi-Fi camera has 2 lenses and both are recording in 2K quality, 2304 by 1296 pixel resolution at 15 frames per second. The fixed lens is a wide-angle lens with a 125-degree diagonal field of view, while the tracking lens is a 6mm zoomed-in lens with a 67-degree diagonal field of view. These lenses have starlight sensors, but it does need spotlights, which we'll also talk about later, for color recording at night. Or you can set it in traditional black and white infrared night vision. This is a pan and tilt camera, well, for the zoom lens, and pans 360 degrees and tilts 135 degrees. A cool thing about these 2 lenses is that you can position one lens in the opposite direction of the other lens, giving you a wider monitoring area. And this has the smart dual tracking feature, in which when turned on, any event that is detected by the wide lens will trigger the zoom lens to point to that area and start tracking. This records locally to a microSD card inserted onto the camera itself up to a 512GB card. And there's an optional cloud recording if you want. This is a Wi-Fi camera and connects only to 2.4 GHz. But this is RTSP and on-VIF compatible. As to smart detection, this Hybrid Cam Duo has a lot. And aside from person, pet, and vehicle detection, it has line crossing, camera tampering, baby crying, and other sound detection because this can also be used indoors. This is weather resistant though with an IP65 rating and compatible with Google and Amazon devices. Inside the box, you will get some paperwork and the camera itself. This is actually smaller than I thought. We have the zoomed-in tracking lens here, and this is the fixed wide one. We have the spotlights and infrared LEDs, status light and mic, and on the bottom we have notches for the mount install and rubber pads here for desktop placement. This tilts up and down and also rotates. On the side, we have a rubber flap that covers the microSD card slot, and on the back, we have the speaker and the USB-C port for power. What else you will get? We have the mounting bracket, wall or ceiling install, mounting screws and plastic anchors, a power brick, 5 volts 2 amps, and a USB-C cable 10 feet in length. Angled plug with a rubber gasket for weather sealing. To set up, I'll insert a microSD card first, then plug in the camera for power. Open up the Tapo app, add device, outdoor cams, and this Hybrid Cam Duo is also called the Tapo C246D. Already red and green. Connect to the camera's Wi-Fi. Back to the app, type in your Wi-Fi's info and wait. Name the camera and setup is complete. To install, this can be installed in a wall like so, but this can also be installed in a ceiling, which what I'll do. Screw in the bracket using the 2 included screws. And just align the notches on the camera to the tabs on the mount and pull it forward to lock it in place. Now the fixed lens can tilt, and it tilts up or down only 10 degrees, and that's it. And you probably already know the issue. And because of the mount, you can also rotate the fixed lens up to 360 degrees. And you can position the other lens the other way for a wider area that it can monitor. In my case, and for this testing, I'll position it this way. I'll just plug this in and let's check the settings in the app. When you open up the Tapo app, you will just get the camera icon, no thumbnail or snapshot from the camera. You can also turn the camera off from here. But clicking it will load up the live view very quick. As you can see here, it detected my wife in the garden. Anyways, you can take a snapshot, record the live view, listen in, start two-way talk, and this one is full duplex, like a phone call. Or you can also choose the mic here, which is half duplex, push and hold. Pan and tilt controls, where you can manually pan and tilt the camera. And you can have preset positions, up to 8 presets. Now, there's no default or home position. The camera will return back to the last preset you chose. Patrol, and in here, this is where you can choose vertical, where the camera will tilt up and down. Or you can choose horizontal, and it will just quickly pan around. And it is pretty quick too. In here, you can adjust how many degrees the camera will move. And you can adjust how much panning you want the camera to do. You can arm the siren, and with Tapo, you cannot manually trigger the siren. It needs to detect an event for it to go off. And you can manually turn on the spotlights. Playback and download is where you can view the detected footage, and you can download it to your phone. Gear icon for the settings. Detection, you can set motion zones for each camera and each smart events. This is also where you can adjust the sensitivity, which can be separate on each lens. And this is also where you can set the line crossing detection and all other smart motion and sound events. With pan and tilt, this is the real patrol or cruise mode, where you can set based on your presets, so the position where the camera will patrol to, and you can set how many minutes it will stay in that position before going on to the next, up to every hour. Smart dual tracking. When on, if there is motion on the fixed lens, the tracking lens will move and track it, which is a cool feature. There is also the tap to focus, where you can tap and hold an area in the wide lens and the tracking lens will point to it for a more of a zoomed in view. Storage, I'll just show you. This is where you can set the recording schedule, which you can set it to record 24/7 if you want. Video and display. Night mode settings, we have black and white infrared night vision. Full color mode, the spotlights are on all night like dusk to dawn. And we have smart mode, where the spotlights will turn on when it detects motion, which I'll talk more about later. And you can set both lenses differently if you want. Video quality, I'll just show you that it records in 2K in both lenses. Lastly, I'll show you in notifications. If you want snapshots or rich notifications, you need to subscribe to their cloud recording. Tapo is pretty responsive though, so you can easily just load up the live view. All the smart detection doesn't need a subscription. Now time to do some testing. The Tapo's Hybrid Cam Duo, or the Tapo C246D. And it is our test at 10 feet. 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. No following. So this is Tapo's Hybrid Cam Duo at night, and this should be on smart mode. Now the lights turned on, so there's a little bit delay on the spotlights, but there should be 3. There you go. Now the static lens now has the spotlight, so there's 3 total spotlights, and this is what it looks like at 10 feet. 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is the Duo at night, and this is in infrared night vision mode. So the zoomed in lens has 1 infrared LED, and the static lens 2 infrared LED. Look at 10 feet. 15, 20, 25, 30. And we will see if it will change. And the post. Oh, this one's that. There you go. Bye. Alright, you probably noticed I just showed you the footage from the tracking lens. How about the fixed wide one? Well, this is where Tapo kind of miscalculated the tilt that you can do with a fixed lens, which is only 10 degrees, especially when installing this in a ceiling. And because it is a wide angle lens, it will show the ceiling or the eaves, which at night, it reflects the spotlights or the infrared LEDs, causing glare. I did reinstall this lower, to be fair, like a wall install, but the fixed lens still needs to be able to tilt down some more. This lens will be unusable if you're installing this higher than 8 feet. I have some recommendations on this though, which I'll tell you later in the video. We are going to test the notification speed of the Tapo's Hybrid Cam Duo. And also, I didn't sign up for the cloud recording, so I'm not gonna get rich notifications. And also, you will see the smart dual tracking in action, because the fixed lens is actually facing, it's the first one that's gonna detect me. And you will see that the second lens is gonna start tracking me pretty quick. Anyways, I'm on my 5G cellular network and it is 4:01, so let's check it out. As you can see right here, boom, it tracks me, started tracking me, and you'll get two notifications, one from the fix and the other one from the pan and tilt lens. There's no rich notification, as you can see, but when you click on it, it should open up the live view. And it loads up pretty quick. So it's 4:01. All right, so it just turned to 4:02, and it's less than 30 seconds. Let's see if there is a notification cool off. Go to the Tapo, there's not. There you go, track me again, and I'll get a notification again. So you'll get two notifications. Cool. So we are going to test the detection distance of the Tapo C246D, or the Hybrid Cam Duo. I've set this to person detection only, and I've set the sensitivity to the highest. So let's check it out. It should detect me at 40 feet. Yep, detected me at 40 feet, both lenses. As to multiple people tracking, I'm actually not really sure. I thought it will stick to the first person it detected, but not really. Anyways, it does pick whoever it wants to follow. But because it also has another lens, you should be able to get a glimpse of everyone that is in your property. Alright, so we are going to listen in and see or hear if there is any panning motor noise on the Tapo's Hybrid Cam Duo. So let's start with the panning first. There is a little bit of noise, but if you're like 5 feet away, you will not be able to hear it. How about when it tilts? And it's also very windy today. The tilt one, no, I can't hear that.
This is the audio quality coming out from the Tapo's Hybrid Cam Duo. This is the audio quality coming out from the Tapo's Hybrid Cam Duo.
Well, what do you think? Video quality is actually pretty good with this camera, even only in 15 FPS. And it is because of the zoomed in lens. And I've said this before, the narrower field of view has a lot of effect as to video clarity than resolution or frame rate. The camera overall performed well in my testing, well, except for the spotlights. In smart mode, the spotlights took a while to turn on, but this can be easily fixed by a firmware update. The limited tilting of the fixed lens limits on where you can install this. Ceiling or under the eaves is not going to be the best setup for this. Now, what Tapo can do is to add a wedge type adapter to the existing mount so that you can install this in a tilt down position, or have another ceiling mount designed. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.